Listen, she pissed herself. I can't even blame her. Hold up! Who's the PDF? Oh, no, 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 no. This is like Diddy trying to tell Jeffrey Epstein who's the It's you! This show is literally the definition of came for the plot and stayed for the plot. Ain't no one gonna deny the massive plot that Mare had, but you also can't deny the legitimate, well-written, intense plot that this show has going on. And I deadass mean it. This Isekai is probably better than your favorite Isekai, for keeping it a buck. Make sure to drop a like, share your support, subscribe if you're not at Patreon. Is, of course, we catch those full live reactions. You want to help support the channel. So, we send our two daughters on a little mission. We made the medical center. Here's 3 plague doctors. Both will be medics, but also they'll be bodyguards. Hey, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with that. Wasn't expecting the goofy personalities. I thought they were going to be very intimidating. And while they do have intimidating aura when it comes to, well, slaughtering people, they were a lot more cheerful than I was expecting, which probably makes their grotesqueness when they really, slaughter things more intense. So, you get introduced to this mayor who's very worried, right? Like, oh my god, like, what is going on? We have to deal with this evil land. A natural reaction. Who wants to deal with what she's hearing about? And then they just show up on her doorstep, and she's like, well, why the hell are 2 children... Oh shit, why are the 2 most important children that are apparently being raised to be like the natural born rulers of this nation here? I need to do everything I possibly can to make sure they don't hate us. Put yourself in her shoes. Remove what we know about Takuto. Remove what we know about everything. Imagine you're just a mayor of a city, stressed out of your mind naturally because your people are starving, you don't have enough food, you need guards, there's so many different things, and an evil nation is gonna be taking over part of your mind. Like, that's a lot to deal with. You don't assume anything's gonna be good for you. So the idea of, I need to make sure these kids don't go back to daddy and say I pissed them off. Because not only will my head come off, this town will be screwed. So you get that comedic whiplash, because you know she's probably fine unless she does something really dumb. But it's funny and frightening all in one. And then you get this D-bag who tries to make this deal. And what I love about this show is this is an unironically evil cast of characters. They are evil aligned. They say it explicitly nearly every episode. But he's not evil for the sake of being evil, right? Like, he's not, I'm going to go out of my way to torture people, rip off their flesh, screw the poor over. It's more of, we're evil, so we'll do whatever it takes to get to our objective, but we're not going to be cruel about it, right? Like, we're not going to kick a puppy just because. It's like, well, if that puppy's biting on our leg, would he stomp it out? Probably. If you try to screw him over, will he slaughter you without mercy? Yeah. But that's not his first action. His first action is, if we can talk about things and make agreements that both can work, that's awesome, right? Because he's not a douchebag. And I think that's what's great, because you're dealing with characters who are objectively worse than us. Like, hey, we'll feed drugs into the system of all the poor people, we'll screw them over, but we'll make money. An immediate reaction is, yeah, we ain't doing that. The only way it would be better is if certain characters like those we make agreements with, we get their money up front, and then we end their life. Like, that's the only way it gets better. But the idea that, like, we're here to just kind of chill, understand the lands, maybe because they're like, okay, yep, people are starving, people are hungry, they don't got money, they're worried about, defense, so, like, they're getting some information while also just experiencing the lands. And then this guy comes in, tries to throw his dick on the table saying, oh, you think you're so hot, shit, just immediately gets killed. The fact, too, that she asks permission. Like, hey, because, like, we're evil aligned, but we understand the art of diplomacy. You are the mayor of this town. We can't just go around killing people without your permission. Like, this is still your area. Like, we don't want to make enemies out of you. So, do we have permission to slaughter their bitch ass? Yeah. Slaughters their bitch ass. One is this evil aura farming. Kill them. The other's like, hip hip hooray. And the best part about these, like, plague doctors, right? I don't think we ever need to see them without their costumes on again. That was a little much. But you can't deny the fact that when you really realize what they are, you send them near humans, they get like a 50% buff increase. There's so, like, I read that whole stat thing. It's wild. Not only are they natural healers, they're natural killers. And the more humans they have, because like their whole thing is like they want to be humans. So they have this love for humanity, but they're so effective at killing humanity. And it's been a while since a character's been so scared that they've pissed themselves. They soiled themselves. But I can safely say, I don't remember if I've ever seen a group of characters say, "Don't worry, my lady. We'll piss ourselves too so you don't feel like an outcast." If it wasn't for the one sister saying enough, those 3 plague doctors and the sister were gonna soil themselves. Like, you introduce her as this big titty, slightly drunk, angered, out of her mind woman. And then you realize, no, she's just a stressed woman who's dealing with a lot of bullshit, thinking she has an evil neighbor that's gonna be, like, exploiting her, maybe killing her people, even more so than they're already dying. And now she's like, oh shit, I'm now in deep waters where this group can literally keep us safe, but now I'm always going to have to deal with them. And they scare me. Like, her reaction at the end is literally the reaction of, I don't want this. I never want to interact with you guys ever again. Unfortunately, I now realize that if I ever piss you off, there is nothing I can do to stop you. So for the rest of my life, my town is going to work with you out of pure fear of, if we say otherwise, you might kill us. When in actuality, what we saw from their perspective is, like, hey, do you need us to clean up the room? Because they're generally like, hey, sorry about all the blood everywhere. She's not going to ask you to clean the room up because she's scared if she upsets you, you'll kill her. But in actuality, if you would have said clean it up before you leave, they would have done it. They wouldn't have been mad at all. They would have been like, yo, I completely understand. We dirtied your room. We got it. But you saying, no, I have it, makes them happy. Like, oh, you know, she's just a real... No, you are ruling through pure fear, and you have no idea. Now, Takuto would. But these girls, not so much. I had a comment, it was either last week or the week before, I forget which one. And it was something about how they didn't feel like the side cast was really utilized that well, which was really surprising to me because I would personally say the side characters in this show, I feel like I have more of a connection and desire to see more of them than I did ever when I first started watching Slime. And I really like Slime, you know that if you follow the channel. I feel like the side cast is being more utilized than even the MC, and not that that's even a complaint. Like, the MC is doing his role as this, like, ominous evil overlord, but at the end of the day, the thing that makes it so engaging is all the side characters we're getting introduced to, and the more we summon, the more we make, the more crazy everything becomes. I think this is great. I don't have a single issue with this show right now. You let me know what you thought down below, though. What did you think? Favorite moment, if you got any? Honestly, just that Mare in general, her entire mental train of thought, it's got to be mine. But you let me know what you're thinking down below. Drop a like, show your support, subscribe if you're new around. Your Patreon is, of course, you catch those full live reactions and other exclusives. Like, hey, I give video shoutouts to all my patrons. Alright, so today we got Zeekster, Michael Latham, Sleeping Knight, Valorix, David Story, Athmil, Catical, and we also have Big Boy Jay. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. You know, have a good one.